What's going on, pros? This is Mike with another Dirty Promotions video. We're going to be tuning a Graphtec blade holder. This happens to be a red top. Red top and blue top, they fit the same Graphtec, cutter. That machine right there. So the blade that goes in the red is not the same that goes in the blue. The blue has its own blade, only blade for blue, and then this is a red top, only blade for red top. I happen to like these a little bit better, and seem to me they're a little bit longer lasting, the blade. That's why I chose this type of a holder, because of the blade. It is 30 degree. We sell it on our website already tuned, or we sell the 25 degree for the blue top. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this, already put the blade in. The blade is in there. Take this cap off, put the blade in there, right there in the center. Has a magnet back there. All right, and the blade could be sticking out. Let's go ahead and take it down counterclockwise to where it's in 0. Let's go ahead and start with, I'm feeling it a little bit more than that quarter turn, maybe a little bit less. Okay, so this is 0, about right there is 0. Okay, and from there we're gonna do like quarter turn, a little bit more than a quarter turn. I think that's healthy. I think that's good enough. Okay, that's it. Let's put it in here, and we're gonna go ahead and this is Stealth IR 5% by Dirty Tools. This is the one we use here at the shop. It's already tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and start in, let's say, force with that much blade that I took out, a little bit more than a quarter turn. We're gonna go and start in force 9, right? So condition, force, and we're gonna go ahead and go back to 9, and then we're gonna see what's going on with that. Okay, enter menu. Let's go ahead and make a cut there. There's a Corey program by Eastman. Just choose this square right here, and then make a little rectangle there, which is there already. Kind of put it in there for you guys. So there it is, and let's go ahead and make a cut. See what it does. We're at force 9, and a little bit more than a quarter turn on this 30 degree blade. So you can see right off the bat, it made some good progress as far as the cut. It needs just a little bit more, so we're going to go and increase it to force 10. So we're going to do condition, force, which is number 4, and increase it here, 1 point up, enter, menu. And let's go ahead and be on this side of the board right here. There, origin. Let's see what it does at 10. We're at 9, now we're at 10. I need it to cut equally on both sides, so there's already a perfect cut. Let's go ahead and do here, and let's make it our origin. See how it cuts there. Cut. Perfect cut. Okay, so that's about it. But let me tell you about this deal. Very, very important. If you have 45 degree blade, all this shit goes out the window. This is only with a 30 degree blade, red top, blade, and blade holder. Okay, a little bit more than a quarter turn, and let's start at 9. I did. It made a cut. If it did not make a cut that I deem not too deep, I would twist it maybe a 1/8 to the right. And when I see that it cut about 70% of the film down here, I'll stop there and then increase the force. Okay, happened to be that I got very lucky. At the very first click, 9, it did an almost perfect cut. I did just the increase to the force because there was already enough blade, like I mentioned to you. And force 10, it is producing those cuts. Let's go ahead and redo it again here, origin. Go ahead and show you real quick. And I'll explain to you the relationship of what it is that I want you to understand. As soon as you have it, that you did those 3 movements that I showed you, boom, there it is. Consistent, right? So it didn't take like fucking 10 inches of film or whatever. this is what I want you to understand. As soon as that happens, okay, and let's just say that my film, which is the thickness of about perhaps 70-80% of the films out there, is very similar in thickness. If let's say you might have global film ceramic, this ceramic, and you make this cut with this tuned blade, and it's about 90% cut almost good and blah blah, don't mess with the blade no more. All you need to do is increase the force by 1 point, do your cut, and it should cut deep enough to where it's going to cut your, let's say, global ceramic, which happens to be the thickest. They say 2, it might be 2.1 something, the thickest film there is, right? So what I want you to know now is that, let's just say that you get your blue top blade and blade holder, put your blade in, put it at 0, and then do a little bit more than a quarter. It is 25 degree, and it makes a difference. 25 degree, 25 degree, 45 degree is standing up. That one is so fidgety as far as trying to, if you see the blade, a 60, it's almost like a spear. The 45 is less of a spear, and the 30 and 25 are even less than that, okay? So this pertains to the 30 degree. Let's say you get your blue top blade in there, 0, quarter, and a little bit more. Start at 9, look at the progress. If you have about 70% cut all the way kind of más o menos down there, just increase the force. I already increased the force to 10. This blade is ready to go, ready for me to sell. What I want you to understand about this blade, it's gonna take about 2-3 months for that extremely fine sharp tip to spend. When that happens, all you need to do is don't fuck with this no more. Please don't. This is a 10. I started with this blade at, let's say, 10, 11, or 12, whatever, because even though it is a manufacturing process, not every blade under a microscope is identically exactly the same. No, they're going to vary. That's why some people have it 11, some 12, 13, and that's their sweet perfect point. So what's going to happen in about 3-4 months, it's going to spend, and you see that it's wanting to get a little snag here and there, it's your indication that you're going to increase by 1 force up. Right now, our force is at actually 19. So we've had it more than a year already, and we do tons and hundreds of cars that we do here on a yearly basis, and the blade has spent very nicely and well. We haven't fucked with any of the, it's just the force. The force will start at 10, perhaps 3 months 11, 6 months 12, blah blah blah, and it goes down the road. That's the relationship that I want you to understand. What happens in a shop with multiple guys fucking around with this, oh, I know how to tune it. They start doing all this, and they'll fuck it all up. If you have a brand new blade, it's going to be perfectly there. Do your 0, do the quarter and a little bit more out. Start at 8, start at 9, look at your progress, and perhaps at force 10, it's going to make a perfect cut just like you saw right here in the video. Let me go ahead and do one more cut there. Let me press an origin that it stays there. And it'll do that right now. It took a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually 3 of them. 3 little tries to get my thing going. Some people spend, I remember when I started this and I showed my very first video or post or whatever, I had like fucking tons and tons of film that I wasted. I didn't understand the relationship. I want you to know that this is the relationship in between your blade, how much is out, and your force. Okay, so 0, quarter, and a little bit more on a brand new blade. And please only buy high quality blades, high quality stuff. Oh, eBay and Amazon, I've been getting, okay, yeah, but I've been there, done that for several years before. The good ones, I did that shit. It'll make 1 or 2 cuts, and after that, fucking downhill. You're gonna spend hundreds of dollars in downtime trying to adjust something where your guys are out there with 3-4 cars trying to wait for you to fucking tune the thing. It's because you got that cheap ass fucking blade. Don't do that to yourself. Then you don't need to buy anything from me. I'm just saying buy the good blades from wherever you can get them, okay? I have either the blue blades, or I have these that are already tuned, red holder with a blade in it, 30 degree. Guys, that's it. Have an awesome day. GoPro, stop recording.